Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to the Postman. And as you can see today, थोड़ा सा हम different सा show कर रहे हैं. आज एक ही Postman है with you. It's me Rafe. I'm back with another show for you today, another episode of the Postman. The reason, as you can see, there's no Gul, no Temur with me today is क्योंकि international break चल रहा है, which as you all know, if you watch football regularly, it's a thing which happens every other month, especially like September, October, November and March में international breaks होते हैं, जिसकी वजह से जो क्लब फुटबॉल जो होती है वो सस्पेंड हो जाती है for a few days. And unfortunately, this weekend was an international weekend, which is why we couldn't really watch. I mean, there was no Premier League to begin with, which is why we are here today. Now, in the last episode, if you haven't watched that video, please go watch our review for the last game week, which is game week 7 in the Premier League. उसमें मैंने एक बात की थी. I touched upon who I think is the best striker in the world right now. I raised that question to the panel, and that's the topic of today's video. So when I talk about a striker, मैं ये सवाल उठाता हूँ, what is a good striker? Obviously, the aim of the game and the goal, no pun intended, of football is to score goals. Okay, you have to put the ball in the back of the net. So the striker is arguably one of, if not the most important player on the team. He scores the goals and he inevitably wins you games and titles and tournaments, etc., etc. So who is the best striker in the world? When you look at the history of the Premier League, बहुत सारे नाम आते हैं. There is obviously Alan Shearer, who's a record goal scorer, 260 goals in the Premier League. Then obviously you have some legendary names like Michael Owen, you have Thierry Henry, you have Robbie Fowler, you have Harry Kane. Okay, maybe some people may not think he's a legend, but he's still a damn good football player and a damn good striker. Obviously, you have one of my personal favorites of all time, Didier Drogba. आपके पास Luis Suarez है, Fernando Torres है. So Andy Cole, Dwight York, for if you're a United fan. So over the history of the Premier League, there have been a lot of very well-known strikers, and obviously in the history of football, there have been some incredible strikers, the likes of Ronaldo Nazario, the phenomenon, and so on and so forth. So today, now that we're sitting in 2025 and there's an international break going on, it hit me, why don't we discuss who are the best strikers in the world right now? So let me pose a question to you. Imagine this, okay? ये एक second के लिए आप imagine करें. There's a striker who has started this season scoring in every game, almost every game that his side has played, okay? He is scoring more than a goal a game. And he's leading the line for his side as they're, leading the charge in their domestic league. They're favorites for the title and they're doing really well in their domestic league and they're one of the favorites to win the league title. And then other than that, he is also playing a really important part for his country as they look to qualify for a World Cup. Now, if you were to describe a striker like that, okay, and if I was to tell you that imagine this player who is doing all of this at the start of the season, you would probably think that I'm talking about the guy who's the best in this position, right? Now, this season in Europe, there is not one, not two, but three such players जो ऐसा perform कर रहे हैं. And those three players are the players जिनके बारे में मैं आज बात करना चाहता हूँ. And I'm going to be talking about them in a little bit of detail. We'll go through what all of them are doing this season and how they're performing, what their goals and expectations are for this season. And then, of course, I'll give you my opinion at the end of it कि कौन है best striker in the world right now. And the three guys जिनकी मैं बात कर रहा हूँ वो है Erling Haaland, of course, जिसके बारे में we talk regularly and weekly on the Postman. And if you watch us regularly, you'll know I hold him in quite high esteem. Second is La Liga's and France's Kylian Mbappe. He plays for Real Madrid. And third is England striker and Bayern Munich superstar Harry Kane. So these three guys have started the season so well. All of them have been playing so well for their sides कि सवाल उठता है who amongst these three is the best striker in the world. And मेरे opinion में one of them is potentially even the best player in the world. Okay, when all is said and done at the end of the season, potentially could be the best player in the world as well. So if I was to give you a little bit of a brief introduction to what they've done so far this season, I'll start with Mbappe. He has 17 goals in 13 games with 4 assists in all competitions. This includes matches for Real and France. So that's 21 goals and assists for Mbappe in 13 games. Harry Kane has 19 goals and 3 assists in 12 games as well for England and Bayern Munich. So that's 22 goals and assists for Harry Kane. And then you have Erling Haaland, who has 21 goals and 3 assists in 12 games for Manchester City and Norway. So that's 24 goals and assists for Haaland. Now you have to realize कि अभी हम सिर्फ अक्टूबर में बैठे हुए हैं. It's आज 14 अक्टूबर है, 14th October as I record this video. And the fact that these guys have already got 20 plus goals or close to 20 plus goals, 20 plus goal involvements already this season just goes to show you that they're operating at such a high level. It's absolutely insane when you think about it कि players जो हैं वो पूरे season में 15 या 20 गोल ज़्यादा से 25 गोल मारते हैं in all competitions. Say that includes your entire league season from August to May and उसके बीच में जब आपके इंटरनेशनल ब्रेक्स आती हैं जो मैंने शो के शुरू में मेंशन किया था उनका जो पीरियड होता है. So when you put that into context, the start that Haaland, Mbappe and Kane have had just goes to show you how and what kind of a level they're operating at the moment individually and obviously for their respective clubs and country. Now, at the end of every domestic season or at the end of every season, एक award दिया जाता है which is called the Golden Boot, which is awarded to the player who has the most goals in the top 5 leagues of Europe. Well, actually, the award should be for someone who has the most goals in all of the European leagues. But as of 1997, UEFA ने एक rule change किया था whereby कि जो आपका जो Golden Boot winner था या Golden Shoe winner जो होता है आपका, he would more likely or not come from one of the top 5 leagues जो यूरोप की होती हैं. So the reason being कि they wanted those goals scored in those more tougher leagues to have more weightage. तो उसकी वजह से उन्हें कोएफिशिएंट पॉइंट्स अलॉट कर दिए थे कि इस लीग का ये कोएफिशिएंट है और अगर एक स्ट्राइकर इस लीग में गोल्स मारते हैं तो उसके गोल्डन शू के या गोल्डन बूट की तरफ इतने पॉइंट्स एलोकेट हो जाते हैं. सो फॉर कॉन्टेक्स्ट किलियन एम्बापे वन द गोल्डन बूट फॉर यूरोप लास्ट सीजन. उसने 31 गोल्स मारे थे ला लीगा में. एंड that is and you might think why did Mbappe win the Golden Boot last season when Victor Gyökeres, who now plays for Arsenal, he had the most goals. Like he had 39 goals in the Portuguese league for Sporting Lisbon, and he had 63 goals and assists in all competitions for Sporting and Sweden. He plays for Sweden. My bad. So with that logic, the reason being that because Mbappe plays in a tougher league, uske coefficient points zyada the and he was getting more goals. So the reason I'm talking about the Golden Boot is it's very likely that one of these three individuals is going to end up winning the Golden Boot. Say historically, वो striker जो यूरोप के top clubs में खेल रहा था, whether that was Luis Suarez at Barcelona, whether that was Lewandowski at Bayern, or Mbappe at Real last season, it's more often than not the guy who is playing for the biggest clubs and who is genuinely the best striker in the world जो golden shoe win करता है या golden boot win करता है. Obviously Messi has won it 6 times and Ronaldo has won it 4 times. तो खैर उन दोनों का तो level ही अलग है and they are not the topic of conversation today. आज मैं इन तीनों की बात करना चाहता हूँ and let's get into a little bit more detail about them. So I'll give you a little comparison of how they've performed in their each individual league respectively because like I mentioned just a little while ago कि UEFA जो है वो जो top 5 European leagues हैं, which includes of course the Bundesliga in Germany, La Liga in Spain and the Premier League in England, वो वहाँ पे जो goals score किए जाते हैं उनको वो काफ़ी weightage देते हैं. So with that sort of context, how are these three guys performing in their respective leagues so far this season? Context के लिए ये league August में शुरू हुई थी और अभी हम middle of October में बैठे हुए हैं. So with that being said, Harry Kane has 11 goals, सही है, in 9 games. Erling Haaland has 9 goals in 9 games and Kylian Mbappe has 9 goals in 9 games as well. So, but इसमें थोड़ा सा मैं आपको further context भी देना चाहता हूँ कि Kane has scored 4 penalties as well and his XG has been 5.9. So obviously he's far exceeding his expected goals so far. Haaland has scored 9 goals, no penalties so far, and his XG has been 7.7. So he has the highest expected goals output as well from all the three. And then you have Mbappe who has also 9 goals, but उसमें से 2 penalties हैं इसकी in the league, and उसका expected goals है 6.6. Now, if you want to get a little bit more into an analysis of what these guys are doing individually, let's break down what they're doing individually and some of the more key metrics that will help us decide who really is the best striker in the world right now. So if we look at their game involvement, total shots, Mbappe leads the line. Usne total mein 77 shots liye for club and country so far this season. Kane has 45 and Haaland has 54. So in terms of shots, clearly Mbappe jo hai, he's finding himself in more shooting opportunities. Ya to wo apne liye create kar raha hai zyada goal scoring opportunities. And obviously he's playing in a pretty fluent Real side who under Xabi Alonso, I would think, obviously because पोस्टमैन के ऊपर हम प्राइमरीली प्रीमियर लीग की बात करते हैं तो मेरे पास ये कभी अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं आती ला लीगा या डिफरेंट लीग्स के बारे में बात करने की. सो आई एम काइंड ऑफ आई एम अ लिटिल अप्रिशिएटिव कि आज ही हम मौका मिल रहा है सोलो वीडियो करने का. तो उसमें आई जस्ट वांट टू से ये Xabi Alonso की जो टीम है एट रियल मैड्रिड, इट्स वेरी डिफरेंट टू व्हाट Real have been under Carlo Ancelotti for the last couple of years. Obviously, personnel में इतना difference तो नहीं आया, मगर it's the style of play. Obviously, Xabi Alonso का थोड़ा सा more structured है, more patient build up है. He's Spanish as well. तो उसका वर्क होता है, possession and control and draining the opposition. वो उस तरह उसका वो style होता है. And with Mbappe, his thing is he wants Mbappe to be the main man. He wants Mbappe to be the focal point of his side. And आप अगर उसके shots के ही stat देख लें तो उसमें जाहिर हुई है बात कि Mbappe is clearly taking the most shots out of all these three strikers so far. In terms of chances created also, Mbappe has been a great facilitator as well. जैसे देखिए, maybe I didn't mention this in the beginning, but अगर मुझसे कोई पूछता है ना कि what is a good striker, obviously मैंने कहा था कि goal scoring is the primary objective of the game and the primary objective of a striker. But when I really deep it, उसमें एक ये भी बात है कि मॉडर्न फुटबॉल के अंदर अ गुड स्ट्राइकर हैज़ टू बी समवन जो बॉल को होल्ड अप भी करता है, जो प्ले को लिंक अप भी करता है, जो अपने टीममेट्स को ज़्यादा इन्वॉल्व भी करता है गेम में, जो रन्स बनाता है, जिसका ऑफ द बॉल वर्क बोथ ऑफेंसिवली एंड डिफेंसिवली भी अच्छा होता है, समवन हु ट्रैक्स बैक, समवन हु कंट्रीब्यूट्स डिफेंसिवली एंड समवन हु आल्सो असिस्ट्स, हु इज अ फैसिलिटेटर. सो व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट दैट and we talk about Kylian Mbappe, he's created 38 chances this season, and which have only been converted 4 times. Like I said, Mbappe has provided 4 assists this season. So when you really talk about it, Mbappe, who's created 38 chances, but his teammates haven't been clinical. They've only converted 4 of those chances that Mbappe has created. That just goes to show you that by my metric, perhaps Kylian Mbappe is the best striker in the world right now. But we'll get to that towards the end. Harry Kane has created 27 chances, and Erling Haaland has created just 6 chances. Obviously, if you look at the way that this is going, आपको एक stylistic भी difference दिखता है तीनों strikers में. Mbappe obviously is very quick, उसका profile different है, he is explosive, उसकी dribbling ability बहुत बेहतर है दोनों से. He was basically a winger by nature जब वो मोनाको में था, and when he came to PSG and into the France team, उसको striker में convert किया गया. But he is naturally a winger जो उसकी pace से ज़ाहिर होता है, उसकी physique से ज़ाहिर होता है. He's very slim compared to the other two. थोड़ा सा Kane तो थोड़ा सा bulky सा है, and Haaland is obviously, I mean, they're all physically fit, but when you look at their physique and you look at how they're constructed, Mbappe is more lithe and he's more agile. उसकी वो flexibility ज़्यादा है. He's more explosive than the both of them. So Mbappe, I'm not surprised, has created the most chances, but as I pointed out, उसके सिर्फ 4 assists हैं so far. So clearly Real need to do better. In terms of dribbles, again, no surprise that Mbappe leads the stats for dribbling as well. He's 43 dribbles in this season. Again, like I said, it all comes down to it comes back to the point that Mbappe जो था वो naturally, when he started his career, winger था मोनाको के लिए, and in his early days for France as well. जब उन्होंने 2018 में World Cup भी जीता था, he was primarily a winger, left winger था. And अब उसको थोड़ा सा करियर में जैसे वो बड़ा हुआ है, थोड़ा सा mature हुआ है, उसने realize किया कि भाई मेरी जो पेस है, अगर मुझे फिट रहना है, if I want to avoid hamstring injuries and if I want to avoid like all those knee problems जो strikers को होती हैं, especially players जिनकी बहुत पेस होती है, it's better कि मैं उसको conserve करूँ and उन moments में use करूँ जब वो best utilize हो सकती है. So that's why I think Mbappe moving into that striker role and thus being a part of this conversation is also down to the fact that he is changing the way that he plays. By other comparison, Harry Kane के सिर्फ 10 dribbles हैं and Haaland की सिर्फ 6 dribbles. Obviously, Kane and Haaland जो हैं वो physically and stylistically भी बहुत different हैं Mbappe से. Kane जो है वो more, I mean, I could say Kane is older than both of these guys significantly. Mbappe 25 or 26 का है, Haaland जो है I think 24 or 25 का है. तो ज़्यादा age difference नहीं, मगर Harry Kane is 32, so he's significantly older than Mbappe and Haaland as well. तो नेचुरली वो फिजिकली अपने पीक में तो नहीं है. कभी भी हैरी केन कोई फास्ट या मोबाइल प्लेयर तो नहीं था. उसकी हमेशा से ये क्रिटिसिज्म होती थी कि ही इज़ नॉट वेरी क्विक, बट हिज मूवमेंट, हिज ऑफ द बॉल मूवमेंट, हिज एबिलिटी to find space has always been incredible. And I think the fact that he created 27 chances as well, जैसे मैंने थोड़ी देर पहले mention किया था, just goes to show you that you don't necessarily need to be very explosive to be smart. उसका football IQ बहुत high है. In terms of aerial duels, of course, like I said, it comes back to the physicality of the game as well. एक striker जो होता है वैसे ही defenders के साथ tussle कर रहा होता है, उनके साथ लड़ रहा होता है. So the aerial duels are more naturally won by those kind of strikers who are built more physically, which is, it doesn't surprise me that Haaland has won the most aerial duels so far this season with 25, whereas Kane has won 12 and Mbappe has just won 3, obviously. In terms of passing, again, like I said, Mbappe has the most passes. In fact, combine कर लें अगर हम Mbappe, Kane और Haaland के stats, तो फिर भी Mbappe उससे कहीं ज़्यादा है. Mbappe has made 456 passes so far this season. Kane 231 and Mbappe just 97 passes completed so far this season. But an interesting stat is कि चलो हमने बात कर ली कि शॉट्स कितने सारे ले रहे हैं, वो ड्यूल्स विन कर रहे हैं, but at the end of the day strikers are judged naturally by their shot conversion and by their finishing and by their goals, सही है, which is their job at the end of the day. So अगर मैं बात करता हूँ conversion की, this is an interesting stat. Harry Kane has converted 42% of his shots. So out of the shots that he's taken, out of the 45 shots that he's taken, he's converted 42% of them. So that's quite a high percentage from Harry Kane. Haaland has 39%, whereas Mbappe is just at 22%. So what ये क्या पेंट कर रहा है, ये कैसी पिक्चर पेंट हो रही है? मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि it's clear to me that Mbappe is the focal point of everything Real does offensively. सही है, they want everything to flow through him, even though they have a lot of other outlets. उनके पास Vinicius भी है, they have Rodrigo as well जो बहुत एक talented player है, they have Arda Güler as well, and you know in midfield they have Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Valverde. So Real की team is incredible, but in spite of having so much talent, they still the main man at Real is clearly Kylian Mbappe. But obviously his finishing, his shot conversion is severely lacking. He has the most shots, he has the most dribbles. But those are not, and he's created the most chances as well. So maybe by that metric, some would say, यार तुम जो बातें कर रहे हो, इसके maybe based off that, Mbappe is the best striker. He's leading all the metrics, but the proof is not really in the pudding. He only has 4 assists, and his goals are, you know, he scored less goals than the other two. He has only 17, whereas Haaland has 21 and Kane has 19. So he's behind those two by the most important metric. But you can see कि underlying numbers जो हैं, they clearly indicate कि Mbappe जो है वो कितना influential player है और कितना important है for everything that France and Real are trying to do. But does that necessarily make you the best striker in the world? I don't think so. अच्छा, international, क्योंकि हमने जितने भी मैं आपको stats दे रहा था, ये club and country दोनों के combined हैं, and obviously I've already given you कि कितने लीग गोल्स तीनों ने ऑलरेडी मारे हैं इस सीजन. नाउ लेट्स टॉक अ लिटिल बिट अबाउट व्हाट दे हैव डन इंटरनेशनली. इंटरनेशनल गोल्स में केन ओनली हैज़ 1 गोल फॉर इंग्लैंड सो फार. Thomas Tuchel is a New England manager, for those who don't know or are living under a rock. उसको एक ही जॉब दी है FA ने. उन्होंने बोला कि भाई हम तुम्हें फुल पावर दे रहे हैं, तुम हमें बस 2026 में वर्ल्ड कप जिता के दोगे. सही है. And my opinion or my 2 cents on this is that if England are to have any chance of winning this World Cup, because they're not going to be the favorites when the World Cup starts, they will be one of the favorites, of course. But if they're to have any chance of succeeding at the World Cup and winning the World Cup, then Thomas Tuchel has to get the best out of Harry Kane. Because पिछले कुछ जो tournaments रहे हैं, अगर मैं 2022 का World Cup देखूं और 2024 का Euro देखूं, तो उसमें Harry Kane जो था उसकी performance थोड़ी सी lackluster थी. Yes, he scored, obviously he's a world class striker, मगर उसकी जो involvement थी टीम के अंदर वो थोड़ा सा dead सा भी लग रहा था मुझे, and he wasn't really involved in what England were doing. So I think that's a big challenge for Tuchel. I don't want to get I don't want to go off on a tangent about that. That's a completely different topic and perhaps a different video. मगर केन का 1 गोल है international goal this season so far. Mbappe के 3 हैं and Haaland has 9. So 1 for Kane, 9 for Haaland, and 3 for Mbappe. And this, I want to give a shout out to Erling Haaland as well, because he scored back-to-back hat-tricks in World Cup qualifying. उसने 5 goals मारे मोल्डोवा के ऊपर, उसने इजराइल के ऊपर भी एक hat-trick मारी. So GG's Erling Haaland, proud of you lad. Moving on, let's talk about what these three guys could potentially achieve this season, what they've done individually. So let's start with Harry Kane. सही है. Harry Kane, like I said, has scored. एक second, मैं आपको बताता हूँ. He has scored 19 goals in all competitions. 18 of them have come for Bayern, 1 for England. 11 of them have come in the Bundesliga for Bayern, and 4 of them have come in the Champions League. He scored 47% of Bayern's goals this season, and he scored in 17 out of the 19 matches that Bayern have played this season. So Harry Kane has been in incredible form. उसने अभी recently, I think before the international break भी एक game था Bundesliga में, उसमें उसने जो goal मारा था, my God, it was incredible. The things that this guy is doing, and he is the quickest to reach 100 goals for Bayern as well. I think उसने like within 103, 104 games के अंदर 100 goals भी किए Bayern के लिए. So, you know, I mean, this guy, जो भी मैं कहूँ उसका कम है. I was so sad जब Harry Kane Premier League छोड़ के गया था, because I was like, Alan Shearer का record नहीं तोड़ेगा. But, you know, what he's achieved at Bayern, winning the Bundesliga, finally उसने trophy भी अपनी life में जीत ली. He's been incredible. He has 2 hat-tricks this season as well, against Leipzig and Hoffenheim in the Bundesliga. What can Harry Kane achieve this season? So he's chasing the record for the most Bundesliga goals in a season, which is 41, scored by Robert Lewandowski in the 2020-2021 season. He could become the second player to win 3 Golden Boots in a row, second after Lewandowski, who won 5 in a row. क्या player था Lewandowski अपने time का भी. So, you know, when you see all these things, obviously, जो मैंने underlying stats भी आपको अभी बताए, Harry Kane जो है, he's very consistent. You can see कि कुछ चीज़ों में Haaland बेहतर था, कुछ चीज़ों में Mbappe बेहतर था, मगर Harry Kane across all metrics consistent है. Chance creation, shots, conversion, goals, assists, winning aerial duels, passing. So, you know, when you consider all these factors, I am more inclined to say that Harry Kane is the most complete forward and the most complete striker in the world right now. And you can argue with me all you want in the comments below, but I'm going to say it now. Harry Kane is the best striker in the world right now. With that being said, आप सोचेंगे यार राफे अगर तुमने already कह दिया कि Harry Kane best striker है, तुमने अपना opinion दे दिया. So what about the other two? Like, is it even worth talking about them? Of course, we're talking about them. Let's talk about Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe जो है so far 14 goals for Real in the league and Champions League combined, 3 for France, 17 goals in all competitions. उसने Champions League में भी hat-trick मारी थी. एक वो पता नहीं कभी करा, I forget what the name of the team was. वो एक बहुत मिनो सी टीम थी, उस पर Mbappe ने hat-trick मारी थी. And very interesting stat about Mbappe is that he has won the Golden Boot 8 consecutive times in his career. So he won 7 in a row for PSG. And now he won the Golden Boot last season for being the top scorer in La Liga as well. He scored 31 goals in the La Liga last year for Real. So obviously Mbappe, as we've seen with the underlying stats, phenomenal dribbler hai. His ability to create chances is there. Uski pace इतनी explosive है. कोई भी defender होता है, वो उसकी हालत tight हो जाती है जब वो देखता है Mbappe उसके तरफ भागते हुए आ रहा है. And obviously he has a phenomenal Real team around him. वो एक फ्रांस के golden generation का भी हिस्सा है, जो उनका current crop of players है. So obviously I think Mbappe is best situated amongst these three to genuinely win things. अगर मैं इस season की बात करूँगा, Real is definitely one of the favorites to win La Liga. Usually 2-horse या 3-horse race ही होती है La Liga में, मगर Real जो है उनका बहुत strong, and especially last year because they lost the title to Barca, तो उनमें एक hunger भी होगा and they'll want to really go out and perform well this season. So they'll be one of the more teams to watch out for. I think Mbappe, obviously with France, will be one of the favorites at the World Cup as well. So come June या July हम potentially बात कर सकते हैं कि Mbappe La Liga winner भी हो सकता है, वो Champions League winner भी हो सकता है, वो World Cup winner भी हो सकता है a second time, and maybe वो finally Ballon d'Or winner भी हो सकता है. खैर Erling Haaland की भी थोड़ी सी बात कर लेते हैं. Haaland has scored in all games that City and Norway have played this season except one match versus Tottenham, जो मुझे समझ नहीं आया कि ये कैसे हुआ, क्योंकि वो भी इत्तेहाद स्टेडियम पे था. ये हमने पोस्टमैन के हमारे जो अर्लियर रिव्यूज़ थे उस पर हमने इस पर बात की थी काफ़ी डिटेल में. He scored 9 goals in 3 games for Norway as well in World Cup qualifying. टोटल में उसने 6 World Cup qualifying games में 12 goals score किए हैं. And in the history of the Premier League, because obviously the Postman is a primarily Premier League centric show, and आज एक हम थोड़ा सा हट के we're talking about other players in other leagues, but Premier League के अंदर at this stage in October only twice has someone had a better record for goals in the league than Haaland. And आप guess कर सकते हैं वो इससे पहले दो player कौन थे? बोले comments में लिखें. You're right, it was Erling Haaland, yes. So in 2022-2023, he had, I think, 11 goals at this stage. And last season, he had 10 goals at this stage of the season. And right now, he has 9 goals at this stage of the season. तो Opta जो है, जो primary data collector है, football का stats collector है, उसने predict किया था कि if Haaland continues scoring at this rate, वो 49 या 50 goals score करेगा come the end of the Premier League season. And for context, Haaland का ही record है Premier League में. He has scored the most goals in a 38-game Premier League season or in any Premier League season. He has 36 goals in the Premier League, which he scored in 2022-23 when City won the treble. So with that being said, we have come to a conclusion, but I want to say this. I want to give a shout out and honorable mention to one more striker. क्योंकि ये मेरे दोस्त ने भी अच्छा point किया था जब मैं उनसे discuss कर रहा था topics for this video. Julian Alvarez, Atletico Madrid and Argentina striker. Julian Alvarez has 8 goals in 8 games so far this season in La Liga, और उसने Champions League में सिर्फ एक ही game खेला है. He already has 3 goal contributions in that one Champions League game as well, which Atletico won, I think 5-1 versus Frankfurt in the Champions League. ठीक है. Julian Alvarez ने जो Real के खिलाफ performance दी थी in the recent Madrid derby in Spain as well, man, it was phenomenal. He scored a fantastic free kick. I don't think he hit a Panenka penalty on Courtois, but he scored a fantastic free kick in that game. And the fact that Atletico won that game 5-1 was insane. So Julian Alvarez, I want to give him a little bit of a shout out because we're extremely underrated. When he was at Manchester City, वो थोड़ा सा unlucky था कि वो Erling Haaland के shadow में खेल रहा था. Haaland की वजह से उसको opportunity नहीं मिल रही थी. But since he's joined Atletico Madrid, he has 47 goals and assists in 66 games for Atletico Madrid. And this season, like I said, he already has 8 goals in 8 games for Atletico Madrid. So he's definitely flying under the radar. मैंने last week के postman show पे भी ये कहा था कि Julian Alvarez जो है potentially for me could be one of the best strikers in the world, if not the best right now. Okay, with that being said, the topic and the point of this video today was to discuss who is the best striker amongst the 3 जो मैंने अभी बात की है. Is it Erling Haaland? Is it Kylian Mbappe? Or is it Harry Kane? If you want my 2 cents, like I said earlier, I think Kane is the most complete striker. Across all the metrics that I just discussed with you, वो very consistent रहा है. Goals भी वो score करता है. वो एक leader भी है. सही है. He's captain of England. He was captain of Tottenham. He's definitely part of the leadership group at Bayern as well. Company उसको बहुत trust करते हैं जो Bayern के manager हैं. So with that being said, Harry Kane जो है, in my opinion, if he continues playing this way, ठीक है, जिस तरह वो खेल रहा है, अब ये थोड़ी सी जो मैं अभी टेक देने वाला हूँ, ये शायद थोड़ी सी controversial होगी हमारे viewers के लिए. And if you disagree, please feel free to say so in the comments. Harry Kane जो है ना, वो potentially at the end of this season may even be a favorite to win the Ballon d'Or. Why am I saying that? क्योंकि Bayern जो है, अगर वो Bundesliga जीतती है, फिर Bayern जो वो Champions League भी potentially जीत सकती है. और अगर England किसी तरह they bring it home, if they win the World Cup, और Harry Kane जो है 40-50 goals तो score करेगा इस season. उसने और 20 या 19 तो already कर लिया, हम अक्टूबर में बैठे हुए हैं. Who will stop Harry Kane from winning the Ballon d'Or? So yes, I'm starting that Harry Kane Ballon d'Or propaganda right now. So yeah. And with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was something different. Obviously, I didn't have Gul and Taimur with me who do the postman with me on a regular basis. But inshallah, we will be back next week with our Game Week 8 review and more FPL content because the Premier League will be back this weekend. So please do like and subscribe to this video and comment and all the good stuff jo karte hain. And until next time, until next week, Allah Hafiz.